Radar detectors aren't just for heavy-footed drivers anymore. With speed traps, red light cameras, and hidden patrol cars becoming more common, a reliable radar detector can make all the difference, especially when apps like Waze don't catch everything. But with so many models out there, cutting through the noise isn't easy. In this video, we've narrowed it down to 6 radar detectors that actually perform where it counts, out on the road. Whether you drive city streets or long highways, there's something here that'll fit your needs. Links to all the models mentioned are in the description below. Number 6. Redenso Pro M. It's not the flashiest, but it's one of the smartest. And it doesn't ask for much space on your windshield either. The Radenso Pro M is a compact radar detector that's especially good at one thing: filtering out the noise. If you're dealing with daily commutes through cities or suburban areas where false alerts from automatic doors and traffic sensors are non-stop, this little unit handles it better than most. One of the standout features is GPS lockout, which lets the detector learn and ignore known false alert spots over time. After a few passes through your usual routes, those annoying repeated beeps just stop. It's the kind of quiet you only notice once you've had a noisier detector. You also get red light and speed camera alerts built in, so it's doing more than just scanning for radar bands. And it covers the core frequencies, KHKX, and even multi-radar MRCD and MRCT, which some detectors in this price range totally miss. That makes it a surprisingly complete package for its size. Now the catch: range. While it's no slouch, it's not going to out-detect a higher-end unit like the Uniden R7 or Escort Redline 360C, especially on open highways. If you're a road trip warrior or live in wide-open areas, the Pro M might feel a little underpowered. But for everyday city or suburban driving, where false alerts are the bigger issue than raw distance, this is one of the most discreet and refined options out there. It's light, easy to mount, and has just enough customization without being overwhelming. So if you're not chasing maximum range and just want a smart, quiet radar detector that learns your habits, the Radenso Pro M is a solid place to start. Number 5. Uniden R3. If you're stepping up from a bargain radar detector, this feels like a major upgrade. The Uniden R3 has been around for a few years now, but it still holds its own thanks to solid range, GPS features, and reliable performance, all at a price that doesn't creep into the high-end tier. The big selling point: range. For the money, the R3 delivers some of the best long-range Ka and K-band detection in its class. On open highways, it gives you plenty of warning, enough time to react even at higher speeds. That's why it's still a favorite among budget-conscious drivers who do a lot of highway driving. It also includes built-in GPS, which unlocks features like red light camera alerts, speed camera warnings, and maybe most importantly, false alert lockouts. After driving by the same shopping plaza or gas station a couple of times, the R3 learns to ignore those nuisance signals so you're not constantly reaching for the mute button. It doesn't have directional arrows so you won't know where a signal is coming from, just that it's there. That's not a deal breaker, but if you're used to more visual feedback, it might feel like a step back. And while the settings menu is comprehensive, it can be a little overwhelming at first. You'll probably want to take a few minutes to go through the manual or watch a setup guide. The Uniden R3 might not have all the bells and whistles of newer models, but what it does have is consistent, reliable detection and useful features that matter when you're out on the road. If you're upgrading from a basic unit and want more control, better performance, and long-range alerts without blowing the budget, the R3 is a very smart buy. Number 4. Escort Max 360. The Escort Max 360 feels like a smart assistant riding shotgun. It's not just listening for radar. It's processing, learning, filtering, and guiding, all without asking much from you. If you want solid performance without diving into settings menus or custom tweaks, this one does a lot right out of the box. The standout feature here is 360-degree protection with directional arrows. That means you're not just alerted to radar. You know whether it's coming from ahead, behind, or off to the side. Once you've had arrows, it's hard to go back. It gives you that little extra edge in knowing when you've passed the threat or when it's still up ahead. You also get built-in GPS, Bluetooth connectivity, and integration with Escort Live, Escort's crowdsourced traffic alert app. That means real-time updates on speed traps, red light cameras, and other road hazards, all shared by other users. It's a nice bonus, especially for city driving. Escort's auto-learn technology is also a standout. It uses your driving habits and signal history to filter out false alerts automatically over time. So the more you use it, the smarter and quieter it becomes. The interface is clean and simple. The OLED display is sharp and easy to read, and navigating the basic functions doesn't feel like a chore. You don't have to be a radar tech nerd to get the most out of it. On the downside, it's physically one of the larger detectors out there, which might be an issue if you've got a smaller windshield area or want something more discreet. It also has a tendency to alert on K-band more often than necessary, which can get annoying if you're in an area with lots of traffic sensors. But for commuters who want convenience, clarity, and solid performance without needing to customize every little setting, the Max 360 checks a lot of boxes. Number 3. Uniden R7. It's a beast on open roads, and it lets you see exactly where the threat is coming from. The Uniden R7 has become something of a legend among radar detector fans, and for good reason. It combines power, precision, and just the right amount of customization to give you serious long-range awareness without needing a PhD in radar tech. The R7 uses dual antennas to monitor both front and rear signals, and it displays them using directional arrows, so you know whether a radar source is ahead, behind, or off to the side. That alone changes how you drive. When it points forward, you slow down. When it points backward, even if you've passed it. It's simple, but super effective. Where the R7 really shines is K-band detection. It's one of the strongest non-stealth detectors on the market when it comes to picking up legit threats from long distances. In real-world driving, it consistently gives early alerts, more time to respond, and less chance of being surprised. It's also highly customizable. You can tweak alert tones, display brightness, and even color schemes, which is nice if you're using it during both day and night driving. You also get city and highway modes, plus manual lockouts for false alerts, so you can tailor it to your environment. Downsides: the menu system is a bit dense, especially if you're not used to devices with lots of user settings. There's no Bluetooth, so you don't get app-based control or crowdsourced data like with some Escort models. But those are trade-offs, not deal-breakers. For drivers who want control, clarity, and top-tier range, the Uniden R7 is a seriously capable choice that still holds strong even next to newer, more expensive models. Number 2. Escort Redline 360C. You'll barely need to touch it after setup, and that's a good thing. The Escort Redline 360C is made for drivers who want top-shelf performance without the constant micromanaging. It's fast, quiet, extremely capable, and once it's dialed in, it mostly runs itself. What sets it apart is stealth. The Redline 360C is one of the few radar detectors that's invisible to radar detector detectors, RDDs, like the Spectra Elite. That matters in areas where radar detector use is restricted or outright banned. You get peace of mind without having to unplug or stash it every time you cross a state line. The 360C also delivers true 360-degree detection with directional arrows, a built-in GPS, Bluetooth, and even Wi-Fi. It connects to Escort's live app, giving you access to real-time, crowd-sourced alerts from other users. Speed traps, red light cameras, and enforcement zones all show up on your radar, sometimes literally before you even see them. Range is excellent, especially on K-band. In real-world highway driving, this thing sees way down the road. And thanks to Escort's IVG filter and auto-learn tech, it's one of the quietest high-end detectors you can get. The more you drive, the smarter it gets, automatically recognizing and filtering out recurring false alerts. It's not perfect, the price is steep, and it's physically one of the larger units on the list. If you're in a smaller car or trying to keep things discreet, the size might be a factor. But if you care more about performance than footprint, the trade-off is worth it. For serious drivers, people who rack up miles and want professional-grade radar coverage without constant tweaking, the Escort Redline 360C is easily one of the strongest choices on the market. Number 1. Uniden R8. It takes everything the R7 does and tightens every screw. The Uniden R8 builds on one of the most respected detectors in recent years and pushes it even further, landing at the top of this list for a reason. It's powerful, accurate, fast, and surprisingly user-friendly for something this capable. Like the R7, it features dual antennas and directional arrows, giving you full front and rear detection along with precise signal direction. But where the R7 is strong, the R8 is stronger. You get improved range, especially on Ka and K bands, and much better filtering, so you're not constantly reacting to false alerts from automatic doors or blind spot monitors. The upgraded chipset gives it noticeably faster signal processing, less lag, quicker alerts, and smarter response overall. It also handles K-band traffic sensor noise better than most detectors out there, something that's becoming increasingly important as more vehicles use radar-based driver assist systems. Visually, it's clean and modern. The multicolor OLED screen is sharp and easy to read, and the ability to customize alert tones and colors makes it surprisingly pleasant to use day to day. It even uses USB-C power, which is a small touch, but it matters if you're trying to clean up the mess of cables in your car. It's not stealth to RDDs, so if you drive in areas where radar detectors are illegal, this one's not invisible. But for the vast majority of drivers, that's not a real concern. The Uniden R8 is for people who want the absolute best performance without stepping into law enforcement level stealth territory. It's clear, responsive, customizable, and serious about detection. If you want something that delivers top-tier performance every time you hit the road without needing to mess with it constantly, the R8 is the one to beat. And that wraps up our list of the top 6 radar detectors. Each one brings something a little different to the table, whether it's long-range highway performance, quiet city filtering, or hands-off automation. When you're picking the right one, think about how and where you drive, your budget, and whether stealth matters for your location. We've linked all the products mentioned in the description below if you want to check them out. Let us know which radar detector you're leaning toward, or if there's one you think should have made the list. Thanks for watching and drive safe.